all those are Natasha, the love of my life is nonsense. Natasha is not the love of your life. The love of your life is your pee. The thing between your legs. Two-face. Let's just get it right. Annie took it. Natasha no gree. My dear Natasha, I'm not trying to insult anybody. You're married to a stray dog. My dear, a stray dog can never be loyal. So you're wasting your time. You're deluded. Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Madam Chomzi. A few days ago, I think about 3 days ago, from the day I'm doing this video, Twoface had an interview where he did say that he is polygamous in nature and that men are wired that way to be polygamous. That's the way they've been wired biologically. So after that day, I think the following day, he came out again and did an apology where he was recorded on a balcony making an apology. So I'm assuming that, of course, he's gone home, and Natasha was like, no, I'm not going to have this, and asked that he did that apology, which was recorded. So I had decided to do this video because I got interested in this because of we've known Tuface to, that's in my opinion, when he was married to Annie, I just felt there was no respect for the woman. I've not been someone that follows them, to be honest, but where I did notice that really was very clear was when I watched the Rich, Young and Famous African People, or what now, the show, and I felt Two-Face was disrespectful towards Annie, but Annie being Annie, she didn't that what I saw from the little that I saw, I felt that she was someone that was just, the only way I could describe it is, I don't know if you guys know Grease, the High School Musical, Sandy and Danny. Danny was acted by John Travolta. If you guys can, it's I would say it's a classical. It's been there. I love Grease. That's the only way I can describe Annie. I see Annie as Sandy. And there's a song there Sandy did sing, because it's a musical too, Hopelessly Devoted to You. That was the way I saw that's the way I saw Annie and her relationship with Two-Face, because I didn't just understand how your husband could disrespect you that way and get away with it. So she's just Sandy. If you've not watched Grease is really, I love Grease, so I don't know, everybody's different. I watched it when we were younger. My dad bought the movie, so we watched it. We had it and we watched it, although I don't think he knew what was. I don't know if he watched it, so because maybe then I wouldn't say it's okay, but maybe a bit inappropriate for very young people. When I mean very young, it's for teenagers anyway. But so it depends on how. It's a high school movie. Annie's song in that, to me, Annie's life or relationship with Two-Face, it's, the song, that one, my heart is not the first heartbroken. When I say, my head is saying, fool, forget him. My heart is saying, don't let go. Hold on till the end. That's what I intend to do. Hopelessly devoted to you. That's Annie's song. And why I decided to do this video was the way Two-Face came out and apologized. And to be honest with you, that's the right thing to do. If Natasha, I'm sure he went back and Natasha was like, I'm not having it. And to be honest, I wish that was the way Annie was towards Two-Face. I think Annie allowed him to get away with all of the disrespect not holding him accountable, and she kept holding on to him. And I think Two-Face, to be honest, did Annie a favor by divorcing her, because I don't think she was even going to go. And I think it was not that relationship was toxic. That's my own opinion. There was too much disrespect where Annie was. It was as if she was just it just portrayed her as someone that was lacking self-esteem. So, but Natasha, yes, I don't know her. I don't know Natasha. And the way Natasha um, got Two-Face to apologize, I wish it was Annie that was capable of doing that. Because I'm not saying that the apology made any difference, to be honest. As far as I'm concerned, it doesn't. But I'll get to that. Because he was just allowed to. That was it. He was not held accountable for his sleeping around. I think he just, which he said it. It's him, and he just took it and was fine with it. She wasn't. It was. I wouldn't believe she was happy. To be honest, I don't think any woman would be happy with that kind of disrespect. And I think it's a different thing. Now, I'm not saying this is right. There's a difference when a man is cheating and does not the wife knows and is fine with it, because the man does not come and like rub it in his face, in her face, sorry, that he's this, is that. But where I find and that's why I said that Two-Face is being disrespectful. So that was disrespectful towards Annie, and at the same time tried it with Natasha, which Natasha is trying to like put him. God forgive me, but put him in his place. That's the right word. Was holding him accountable. I do not believe that Natasha does not know that Two-Face is. Of course, she knows what Two-Face is. If she doesn't, then she's deluded. It's obvious. Two-Face has, in his lifestyle, from the number of baby mamas or what now he has, the kids that has out of wedlock, he's told you who he is. Two-Face has come out and told you, but he's come out again and said he's just affirming what he is by saying he sang Lady Gaga. I was born this way. I was born this way. I'm on the right track, baby. I was born this way. So that's him, which yes, he accepts. So that's a different ball game. But you coming on television, and or rather coming on social media and saying that bold about it and you're proud about it is disrespectful. For me, it's two levels of disrespect. First of all, you sleeping around is number one disrespect. So let's agree that I'm sure the women in his life, they know. They know that he would never, all those are Natasha, the love of my life is nonsense. Natasha is not the love of your life. The love of your life is your pee. The thing between your legs. Two-Face, let's just get it right. So all those Natasha, the love of my life, blah blah blah. So if Natasha believes that, then she's stupid. That's the truth. So because if Natasha is the love of your life, or Annie was the love of your life, you will not treat her the way you did. You wouldn't. So it's a different thing that a man um cannot stick to one person or one woman. That's one. Then there's a different thing that you come out and you're very proud of it. That's another level of disrespect. It's like insult upon injury. So you're adding salt in on a wound. So for me, the way Natasha, I'm just assuming, but I know women, and from the little we've seen, I think she's someone that's not going to take his nonsense in that regard, Which, and to be honest, I wouldn't. So you won't come and start on the TV and be saying, "Oh, men are polygamous, blah 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 blah, wired this way to be really really be prostituting about." If your wife comes out and says that, how will you feel? There should be a level of sensitivity when you're married, or if you're in a relationship with someone. If you really love the person, you've got to think about the things I say. How will it affect this person? Even if the woman is saying that, oh, they don't mind, it would hurt them. When you make that statement, it's going to hurt someone, that your partner. So Annie took it. Natasha no agree. Natasha was like, you're going to apologize, and I think that was what happened. So um let me go now to um Natasha. The only thing I would say, you're wasting your time. So it's not about getting a man to apologize. Tuface, his apology, it showed that there's something wrong. He's not really, there's something going on with him. It's obvious with that apology, because the way it's not the way he carried himself in that apology. There's something going on with him. So he's not in the right frame of in his mind. So Natasha, my dear Natasha, I'm not trying to insult anybody. You're married to a stray dog. My dear, a stray dog can never be loyal. So you're wasting your time. You're deluded if you think you can get Twoface. Natasha, don't at this point, they are Twoface are this Natasha. So Natasha is now Sandy. When Sandy became the bad girl, you know that part. You better shape up, cause I need a man. And my heart is set on you. You better shape up. You need to understand. So I think what's her name, Natasha, she is, if she's thinking that Two-Face is going to be faithful to her, as in she's in a monogamous relationship, or she's going to make him to be monogamous, I think you're deluded, Natasha, if you think that way. Two-Face cannot be loyal to you. He was not loyal to Annie, and you're not better than Annie. You're not. So sorry. It's not going to happen. And the what you have to also think is that he was cheating with you when he was with Annie. So I can understand you getting asking him to apologize for what he said. But if you think that what he said is wrong, then you're stupid, because that's who he is. Do I agree that men are wired to be polygamous? I don't agree to that nonsense. I don't. It's in Africa, or let me just speak Nigeria. You hear that nonsense. Oh, men are wired to be polygamous. Men are come here and do polygamy. Now you go to jail. If you come in the UK, it is a crime. It's illegal. You will land in jail. You cannot marry two people. You can't. So I think we that's one thing I also have seen. Instead of people to make men accountable for behaviors that are wrong, instead of you to say to men, you are capable. You are. God did not give Adam, Eve, and I keep saying Eve and Jessica, or Eve and Jessica and Amaka and different people, Joma, all of them. No, God gave Adam one. That people practice polygamy in the Bible is not doesn't make it right. They did it, but does not make it right. That wasn't what God did. So they are also human beings. Those people that practice those things, they're human beings. So you cannot say like David that went and basically killed somebody to have the wife is right, because David did it and you think David was a great man. No. So these people are, so we don't follow things. You have to know what was God's original plan. God gave Adam, Eve, one wife. That is it. And are men capable? Yes, they are. If you're not, come and try it in the UK. When you go to jail, we'll see whether your penis will control you. So don't we should not make excuses for people. So people should be encouraged to learn discipline. Not telling them, oh, men are wired this way, it's in your DNA. That's just nonsense. It's not in anybody's DNA. It's not your DNA, anything. Everybody can decide. Well, we all, if we want to not to be disciplined, we can be promiscuous. So a man at Two-Face age, Two-Face is almost 50 and is still sowing his wild oats. that you should have dropped. You know how you are in your 20s, men just, casual relationships, you're sowing your wild oats, you're still doing it now. You have a problem. You do if you don't want to settle. So you going, if you know you're going to live that lifestyle, then don't marry. Just keep doing girlfriend, girlfriend. But if you're going to go carry a woman and be telling the woman you love the woman and you're so disrespectful and be saying nonsense, so men are wired that way. The thing that is pushing is also pushing women too. So everybody has sexual urge. So don't go about and anywhere you see you go. Anybody you think you're attracted to, you go. Who told you your wife is not attracted to other people, or she's not seeing someone that she feels attracted to? So people have to be careful. That's what I'm saying. Instead of us progressing, um, Africans or Nigerians, we keep making these stupid excuses. We bring up things. I thought we said it was the Western people that brought Christianity to Africa. How come they are not practicing polygamy and we want to practice it? We give excuses. We use we say it's our ancestors, they did it. Now it's not Bible. People did it in the Bible. So these people, my question is that the people here that are sticking to their wives, or people that are sticking to their wives, that are faithful to their wives, if truly God made people that way, as in wired them that way, that they cannot control their sexual urge, how come these ones are able to? How come it's only you that if you're if you're being promiscuous or going around sleeping, or you think one person cannot satisfy you, then you have a problem because other people are able to control it. Why are you not able to control it? I think that's what we should be saying, not trying to make excuses for people and saying that it's okay for men to do that. It's okay for men. It's just nonsense. So we have to be careful what we are saying. That people did it does not mean that it's right in the Bible. And that our forefathers did it does not mean that it's right. So as I said, there's nowhere in the Bible that God wanted us to be men to be polygamous. If it was so, God will not ask Abraham to get rid of what's the other woman, Ishmael's mother, and the son. He wouldn't do that. But he told Abraham, can you get rid of that woman? You have to get rid of that woman and the son. So we have to be careful what we endorse. I do not believe that men are wired to be that way. You can't be with one woman and a woman can be with one man. It's possible. All right. Another thing I want to point out, the Bible did say something that adultery will reduce a man to a piece of bread. The adulterous person, or rather, the adulteress will reduce a man to a piece of bread. And that's where Tuface is headed to, or rather headed for, if he's not careful. Because the way he's acting now, I don't that apology, to be honest, I think he needs to go check himself out. He needs therapy, to be honest. And I don't want to say that it's the wife, but since God gave you the one that you were with was okay, you thought that one was not good for you. You don't get the one that fits you, you know. You don't get the one that fits you that will buffet you. Paul say you hand the person over to Satan when you want to discipline. You hand them over to Satan to buffet their body. Natasha will buffet you. Next time when you see women, you go run. So I don't know. But I think he needs help from that apology. And anybody that thinks he's mentally okay or psychologically okay did not really look well, or Tuface needs help. All right, I'll end the video here. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Please subscribe to my channel, like and share my videos. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.